This is my mother on the day I was born.
Come on, get it out already!
In her defense, she really needed a cigarette. Everyone has to start somewhere. This is my dad, a hallway away.
Just saying, she'll be here for a day at least.
Too funny you are. 11:30, staff parking lot.
Had a way with the ladies. This, the day I died, the first time. We'll come back to this. This is the story of my life. Me, Jason Todd. It starts with my parents. This is where they met, 12 months before I was born. Gotham Public Academy. Okay, across the street, where Catherine Elizabeth used to go off campus for lunch every day. Unfortunately, on this particular day...
You've always had a thing for bad boys, but that is a new low. What? No harm in looking.
She met this loser, Willis Todd.
I've always had a soft spot for gingers, right? She's hot. Excuse me, my man. I'm gonna go slide in.
I should be grateful they couldn't keep their hands off each other.
Is this crazy?
In the best way.
In my dad's case, I should be fair. He never stood a chance. One night after he'd been drinking, shock, right? He bragged to me how he beat a hit and run by running. Thanks for sharing, Dad. Fortunately, he was accepted into Catherine's home, and we all lived happily ever after. Not really. Adorable, right? Would it surprise you to know that this was, hands down, the happiest day of my life? It wasn't all bad. Roof over our heads, the 4 basic food groups, spirited talks around the dinner table every night. It wasn't all bad. Dad worked a lot. It fell to me to keep an eye on my mom. Depression, drugs, she'd check out days at a time. He wasn't the best dad, no. But he found time for me. Like me helping him up the steps and putting him to bed every night. Like most fathers, he tried to show me the ropes. Dad even had me working his corner, where he and Mom first met. In a crazy, sick kind of way, I think I kinda made him proud. Without a lot of prospects, he took whatever work he could get. Even met a few celebrities.
Can you believe it? I got smacked with a batarang. Almost worth getting arrested again.
Smile! Wild.
It wasn't all fun and games. I remember the night he took a bullet to the back. Good thing he was spineless.
Almost got it. Almost got it. Hold still, you dumbass. There you go, you malaka.
A real hospital was out of the question. If you can believe it, things got worse.
Leave my husband alone!
So help me, lady. I didn't do nothing.
On the bright side, I never saw him again. He died in prison. After that, I became the man of the house, which mostly meant making sure none of her dealers came around. I managed to protect my mom from everyone. Except my mom. When I found her that night, she was already gone. I did what I had to do. I'm not proud of most of it.
Hey, you punk kid, get back here.
For what it's worth, I never hurt anyone. Physically. Can't say others were as nice to me. I remember when I woke up a week later. Was sure I was in Gotham lockup. Turned out it was a clinic. Dr. Leslie Tompkins. Nice lady, but she wouldn't shut up about second chances and better choices. I've never known anyone like her.
It only feels like you're alone, Jason. But that's not true. Keep love in your heart, and all things are possible.
Now, how did I pay her back? By stealing from her. Prescription drugs. I almost got away with it too. That's when I met him.
Not how I saw it when I first had the idea.
I can't tell you for sure that I didn't pee my pants. I can't say that I did what I always had up until that moment in my life. I lashed out of fear, anger. I must have lasted a good 3 seconds. Don't know what this doctor had over the Batman. To this day, I don't know what she said to me, but she was determined that I not get arrested.
I like to make a good first impression.
Just like that, Jason Todd was whisked off the streets of Crime Alley to the estates of Wayne Manor, a friend of a friend.
I can scarcely contain my enthusiasm.
Maybe my home changed, but I didn't. I spent most of my time with the help.
Admit it, Alfred. I'm not so bad.
You have your virtues, Master Jason. No matter how hard you try to hide them.
I can still remember that time he sat me down. He said I deserved the truth. Orphan, criminals are a cowardly and suspicious lot. Bat suits, yeah, right.
I was able to take that pain, that loss, and channel it into something larger than myself.
Which at the time sounded like nothing remotely resembling reality, let alone the truth. But I'll be damned, more than once.
Alfred, are you, seeing all of this?
What Master Bruce is trying to say, in his roundabout way, is that there is a new opening in his operation, and he trusts that you are the young man to fulfill it. We all do.
Trust. You? I'll give it a try, guys, but I'll tell you right now, I'm probably going to screw it up.
As if we would allow that.
I'm not worried, Jason.
6 months of intensive training hell later, and I spent my nights as Batman's sidekick, Robin. Yeah, I was the second kid to wear the costume, but I was determined to live up to the legacy, to get it right. It was the greatest gig in the world, and I was great at it. At first, the punching and the kicking came naturally. It was easy for me to forget those were bones I was breaking beneath my fists. It's not like I was trying to kill them. I was trying to stomp the life out of my ghosts. One ghost in particular. Like I couldn't have a new dad until I got rid of the old one. It wasn't long before I was on monitor duty, which everyone knows is one step from being fired. I should have ignored the photo that came in over the screen that night. Barring that, I should have told him the moment it happened. But it was my mom, Catherine, still alive. Three days later, I landed in the Middle East. I left it all behind without so much as a note. What did I need a fake family for anymore? As Robin, I used every trick Batman had ever taught me to track her down. Before I knew it, she was right there in front of me. I should have known it was a setup. A second later, it all went to hell. He tried, heart and soul. God knows I didn't make it easy for him. I remember being sad.
The comedy is in the timing.
I didn't get to say goodbye, or thank you, or I'm sorry. I can't remember what happened between my death and afterwards. Just that it started over in something called, appropriately, a Lazarus pit. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.